There's a whisper in the wind. I hope you're looking down on me, saying, damn, I'm so proud. I hope it doesn't matter that I don't have life all figured out. I live my life for you because you can't be here. I hope you hear this song through the whisper in the wind.
You know, it doesn't matter how many times I hear that song, every time I do, it just chokes me up. Talk about a proud dad. I am. Yes, that's my child singing that. Good evening. It is Thursday, the eve of snowpocalypse, in which there's not a damn loaf of bread, gallon of milk, or a fresh egg to be found between here and I would say Virginia, but Virginia is going to get it just as bad because they're at a higher elevation. They're going to get it just as bad as we are.
It's
And
coming.
yeah, oh yeah, it's coming, baby girl. And last I heard, I and this was for our region, our listening area, what viewing area, which when I say our, I'm talking about Stacia and I, which is Floyd, Pike, Johnson, Martin, McGoffin, pretty much every area that Kentucky State Police Post 9 serves. I think they were given like 6 to 9 inches, something like that. It could be a little more, could be a little less. Either way it goes, it's going to be like I was in my freshman year of high school, a hot mess. Well, it ain't gonna be so hot though, now is it? Before we go any further, Addison Roberts. Love you, great big bunches, baby.
Happy birthday.
Actually, I think her birthday was a few days ago, but still, a very happy birthday to her. And she is a dear friend and a big supporter of the show. And I just love her. She's wonderful. She's such a beautiful girl. She's going to do great things. I just looked up and saw that damn doll behind you, and we're not doll, but Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, he stands like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's huge. Okay, so it is pretty exciting here. I have been going like nuts. 2 projects at one time. And even the people at the Microsoft video editing company has looked at me and said, oh, I'm sorry. That, yeah. Because I have just been going apeshit, but we've got 2 projects coming up, and we are getting ready. And I don't know if you've seen it yet. If you subscribe to the Mountain Mysteries Facebook, then you've probably seen it. What is going on with your?
We're having technical difficulties.
I see that.
Yeah. Stick it down here. We had a monitor go out on us. The webcam go out on us. So now we're just gonna use the phone.
Yeah, so is it set now? Is it good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay. So anyways,
as far as I know.
Episode 2 of Darkest Stories premieres a week from tonight, next Thursday night. And we're probably actually going to drop the episode at about 9:30ish because Stacia and I are going to come on and talk about it. And I'm going to have a very special guest on here who is sitting right beside us, Stace, Lloyd. And yes, the job he did in this, phenomenal. The job Stace did in this, phenomenal. And you get to not only learn a lot about Agnes. I'm hearing like a feedback. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm like hearing okay, I'm not hearing it now. But you're going to learn a lot about Agni, who I dare say is one of the most infamous dolls in 606 Paranormal's. I hate to use the word collection, but that's really what it is. They're in the care of 606 Paranormal and Stace. Lloyd wants nothing to do with them, but guess what? Here we are. So he's like, you know what? He said, I would just soon put them under his daughter, or he said, under his daughter's bed. But
Yes.
I mean, that was a song that he sung. You guys saw it in episode 1. Or just put them anywhere other than near him. But you are actually going to see real concern come from him, because I don't know if I should say this in front of her, even though she's not directly in front of me. But every time Stace helps somebody, it takes something out of her. And it does. That's the God's honest truth. You will see Lloyd and I talking. You'll see Stace and I talking. And you'll see me being rather pissy with her. Chris gets pissy with Stace. Yeah, I do. When it comes to her health, yeah, I can be a real, pardon the language, dick. And I've got no problem with that because I love her. I do not want to see her sick. I don't want to see her hurt. I don't want to see her ill. But there's a scene in there which Lloyd and I are talking about it. And I think I said very candidly, asking her not to be her is something I just can't do. I wouldn't do that to anybody, because I encourage everybody that I know, be who you are. It takes more courage to be yourself than it does to follow the pack. Okay. So anyways, if you have not yet seen, yeah, that's it. If you've not yet seen the trailer yet for episode 2, which drops a week from tonight, or actually the full episode will, this is a little tease of it. The actual film itself, and I've viewed it, of course, I'm the one putting it all together, is as relentless as that. There is one small period of brevity there, and that's when Lloyd and I are talking. The rest of it is pretty intense and it's gut wrenching. It's coming. You'll see it in its entirety next week. I do believe, good Lord willing. And, we've got one scene left to do, and I think we're going to do that tomorrow night. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Amanda. So glad that you guys are here. And I'm very grateful for you guys showing up. And let's see who I can flirt with in here. Oh, there she is. Stacia 98.
I know her.
This is the Carlos talking to you. The jalapeno, the Latin spicy lover.
Yes.
And that is your husband, so I'm going to
Or
quit.
maybe slow, but I pick it. Go on.
But guys, seriously, when you see Lloyd, the job he did, I am beyond grateful. Because what you guys, nobody's getting paid for doing this. We're doing this, number one, because we want, well, really, Stace wants the world to know about these dolls. I want the same, but I also want the world to know about what these dolls do to this family, what they do to Lloyd, what they do to Des, what they do to Kay. And Destiny done a wonderful job. We had to do 2 or 3 takes. And I mean, you're looking at Stace and I, of course, Stace was a huge part of it. She did a wonderful job, and she really hit home with some parts. And you're going to see really what kind of turned things around for me, because I was totally against a lot of, especially bringing her involved in it. And you'll hear why. You'll see why. But Robin, rest her soul, God, I love her. Stace said something to me that just kind of snapped me out of it. And again, that's going to be something. Now, the next project that we have been working on is the first video episode of the Mountain Mysteries. Now, we were going to call it Last of Fall, and I thought to myself, how many freaking franchises can you handle at one time? Well, I'm good for 1, maybe 2, and this 2 is enough. Thank you, Candace. That means more to me than you can imagine. Candace says all of you are doing amazing jobs on everything you do. And Crystal is right. Crystal Burks is a big part of this thing now. She is not only doing research for us, which she's done for quite some time, but she is also doing videography along with Caden. Des has done some. Stace, Lloyd, we all push buttons. We do the job of everyone that we don't have there to do the job of. And none of us complain about it, because we all love, number one, we love what we do. Number two, I think that this is telling stories that not only intrigue people, but like with the first episode, and instead of saying episode number whatever, what I'm doing with the video episodes is I'm just naming them after the people that they're focused on. So, for example, episode or the Mountain Mysteries, the first video that you'll see, and that's going to drop February 5th. It's simply called Stacia Lee Collins. And the more I learned about this little girl, the more it broke my freaking heart. She was gorgeous, beautiful, sweet, had a very unique personality. Just a very good person. And she was only 12 years old when she was murdered by, I'm sorry, well, sorry, not sorry. She was murdered by a rat. Somebody that was supposed to have loved her and cared about her above all else. Now, I actually don't tell the story in terms of voiceover in this. My voice is in it, but her mother, Summer, actually tells her story. And I know that was not easy.
No, absolutely. Oh my God, it was.
Or you could hear her break down in it. You could hear her break down. Bobby, what you missed was the trailer to episode 2, if you're just now tuning in. But it is available on the Mountain Mysteries Facebook page. You can watch it right now, and also on mine. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy? Paul and Miranda are watching. Paul, Miranda, hello. It's great. I'm so glad that you are here. I'm glad everybody's here. But the first video episode of the Mountain Mysteries, I went back and watched it. There's one there. Once again, there's a final scene or 2 that we need to shoot, and we're going to do that pretty soon, like really soon. It'll yank the tears right out of your eyes. It will. We are going to do a private screening for Stace and my little guinea pig, Chelsea. Chelsea is Robin's daughter. So, yeah, you can imagine Chelsea and I have come to be very close. Girl's family. So, but yeah, and here's the thing. Crystal has seen a good part of it and actually gave some very, very good feedback as to what she thought could be a little better here and there. And that's what I want. And we went back and we followed that suggestion. And then when I went back and watched it after I implemented her suggestion, I was like, yeah, that is better. I'm still learning video stuff, but I'm pretty intent that I'm going to do it because I want to tell their stories. And I've done over 80 episodes audio only of the podcast. And let me tell you, that took a toll on me. But doing these videos and then watching Stace do, there's a scene in the Stacia episode about Stacia Collins, and that's for the Mountain Mysteries. Hey, Kashonda, where Stace and I and Caden is with us, and we are up on top of. Well, I wouldn't even call it a goat path because no self-respecting goat would be found there, but it was up on top of a damn strip job, and Stace starts getting sick. Now it ain't the heat because I've got the AC on, and the ride I've got, Daddy's whip is pretty comfy, isn't it, Stace? It's pretty comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it went over. You could barely tell that you were going over the bumps and the rocks and the ruts and all this. But all of a sudden, she looks over at me. She says, "Stop." What? Stop. Okay. So I stopped, and she said, "There's something here." Now, this is not near the site where baby Stacia was killed, murdered in cold blood. So I look back there at Caden, and Caden's looking at me like, and I said, "Caden, would you care to get out and check it out?" So he gets out, and no, we knew that there was nothing bad around, like bears, snakes, bars, as they used to call them. But he gets out and he looks, and he finds this unicorn doll, this unicorn plush toy. It's like a little, it's a plush toy. You know what that is. How the hell did she know it was there? Because it was in weeds that were 2-3 feet tall. Caden actually had to go find it. And because, I mean, when you send Caden out to look for that, he's going to look. And he did. He went out and he looked, and he came back and he picked it. He just held it up. And I was like, what the hell would that be doing up there? And Stace looked at me. She said, we're close. Okay. So, and Stace, correct my memory if I'm wrong, but we went a little further up and determined, okay, we should have took this turn back here. So we backed up. We backed out the hollow.
It's completely grown over. I mean, at this point, you can't hardly even see the roadway anywhere up there. Anyway, everything is grown over, and it's just it's a mess, and it's scary. You're afraid you're going to go down in a rut and get stuck, and you don't know because you can't see. And I just started getting really sick to my stomach, and it was a different kind of sick. And I just told him, I said, right here. I said, right here.
Yeah.
And
we went up there and we found the site.
There it was.
And but anyways, it was remarkable. But
you all will see when we captured an EVP there as I was leaving.
Yeah, it's just more evidence that it goes on, life goes on. But yes, I am very, very, very convinced that this is something that we hope helps. And Summer did this. And she did it. And no, it's not about Summer killing herself either, whoever you are. You see that on the screen. This is about helping her tell her daughter's story. So, and that's exactly what that is all about. So we look, and that's what we're trying to do. And just so you know, Summer was all for this. She helped us
from the start. I've wanted to do this for a while, and she's always been right there from the start. I wanted to keep her memory alive, and
that's what it was all about.
I don't care what the naysayers or anybody else have anything to say about it. They can give me a call, but yeah, I'll always stand up for the kids. And
well, I mean, there's been a lot of episodes done on a lot of different people that have been wrongly. Well, nobody is rightly murdered, but people that have been I mean, every one of them is a tragedy, but especially when a kid. I mean, come on. So that's going to drop on February 5th. That's when we're going to hopefully have it done by then and released and all cleaned up and ready to go. And so I think that that's just going to be absolutely. I hope it does her justice.
Me too.
I do. I really do. I think that that's going to be a good thing. So
Yeah.
at least I hope so. So with those things being said, there is a lot of exciting. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's coming up and coming out that I don't even know what the next episode on the doll is going to be, but Stacey's figuring that out right now as we go. But episode 2 is going to release a week from tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll probably be around 9:59 or 9:50. Listen to me, 9 or just a little bit after, probably around 9:30 or so. Because I've had some people say, I won't be able to tune, to watch and tune in to around 9:30. So yeah, we're around there, sometime in that neighborhood. And I figured that we'll talk about it up until then and go from there. But it is, gosh, it's already about 23 after, according to this clock. And thank you, Rita and Kashonda. Uh, we do it. Stace had talked before about wanting to involve a little bit more of this paranormal in her. And yes, coming up soon, we're going to have Debbie Hall on. And she's going to be talking a great deal about justice for Amber because this is still true crime meets paranormal, paranormal meets true crime. I don't put one in front of the other because they're both wow. But she's also going to talk about what she wants to do for Floyd County Judge Executive. She's running for that. And I think she and I are actually getting together tomorrow, or we're going to have a talk some tomorrow about if there's what I can do to help. And I'm all for that because change does need to happen. And I don't think it's just here. I think it's everywhere. I think it's everywhere, at least around here in Eastern Kentucky. I think that's a pretty big thing that change needs to happen. And I do think that Debbie's going to be absolutely phenomenal at it. She's not a politician. So I think that what she is, though, is a person that has a great head on her shoulders, a big heart. And this is something that is about people. It's not about politics. And that's really what everybody needs. But, a big topic of our conversation is going to be about the Justice for Amber thing because I'd really love to get a better feel, I guess I'd say. Um, I still got this question in my head about how the accused got out on bond. And I mean, I know that it was money and I know it was all that, but why?
And why did he get released to who he got released with when he wasn't even supposed to be around this person?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big question too.
That's the main.
There's so many. There's
now.
more questions right now with that than than there are answers. I do believe that. I do think that. There's a lot more questions than there are answers for that. So maybe Debbie can shed some light on it. By her thoughts and her opinions, which I'm very interested to see what she's thinking too. And I think that is going to be an episode that a lot of people are going to want to see. I really do. I think it's going to be fantastic. And I really think that it could be answers to questions. And, because look, it's not a far-fetched thing for me to say. When he was arrested, it had been 408 days, I think, that they had waited for an arrest to come. And that was, gosh, back then. And now it's another whatever. But yeah, I get it. And justice, the wheels move slow. I get that. The crime labs at KSP are so overwhelmed and backed up that it is, yeah, Tammy, you're right. Tammy said it's mind-boggling how they're running free. And that's another thing too, Candace. She said money talks, especially in this county. That's why I said things need to change. I don't think that a person's ability to fork out money should have anything to do anything to do with justice. I don't think that at all. I think that justice, well, ideally, according, in theory, is blind. Really? I mean, how many times do I have to go back and, there's one case right now that's sticking out in my mind above all others. And this was nowhere around here, but O.J. Simpson. I mean, we all remember that. That was a debacle. But yet a jury of his peers found him guilty based on allegedly screw ups that the LAPD had made. I don't know. I've been to Los Angeles and I didn't lose a damn thing out there. I have no desire to go back. LA is whatever. The closest I want to come to LA is Lower Oxford. So I do have that hope, Tammy. She said, I think justice will prevail. And, I've not really mentioned a whole lot about the people in the chat, but thank you all for being in the chat and thank you all for being a part of it. And, whether you're just watching or you're in the chat, whatever the case may be, thanks a lot.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah, we're very glad that you're here. We look forward to bringing these episodes and more. I already know what the next video episode on the Mountain Mysteries is going to be about. Yeah, I was asked that too. And I think that we've already said it, and it's not a big secret. We're not talking about, some big Hollywood blockbuster kind of thing. It's going to be on April Pennington. And then, yes, we are going to do one on Amber Spradlin. And we are going to do one. And because here's the thing. To have an audio podcast out there, and I've learned this, it's a good thing. Audio podcasts are great, especially when you're driving back and forth to work, that kind of thing. Yeah. But there's something about the video podcast that people pay, for whatever reason, a little closer attention to, because maybe your mind's not wandering, or, your mind isn't so much focused on driving or doing your housework or whatever you may be doing when you're listening to it. But when you sit down to watch video, your attention's pretty much on that. And for God's sakes, please don't try to watch the video when you're driving. Wait till you get home, or, maybe on lunch at work or something like that, because I can tell you that Stacia, that episode on her is going to be about a half hour, give or take. The one in April may be a little longer, somewhere in that neighborhood. And yes, we are going to do one on James Osborne too, because like I said, money or the lack of money should have nothing to do with justice. And I was actually asked that. Why is this, particular case getting so much more attention and we're not? Does it have to do with money? I said, no, it does not. I don't think that it has to do with whether or not an individual's got money. I said, but look at the circumstances of the case. Number one, we have, to my knowledge, or at least I don't have any idea. And last I talked to the family, which has, granted, it's been a while, no one has so much as an idea of who murdered James. We know he was murdered, but we just don't know who. And I've got a feeling that I know why, is so they could get whatever they could get for, I'm assuming, drug money.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
But in other cases, you have people that are relatively high profile going around committing a heinous act, and let's just name it here. The accused is M.K. McKinney, the son of a prominent dentist. And those things are, that has weight and clout in any community. A doctor, a lawyer, whatever, higher
asshole.
Yes, yeah, definitely. But anyway, and they had a suspicion from the very get-go. I mean, let's face it, she was found dead in his house. Found murdered. Let me rephrase that. She was found murdered in his house.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, and another reason why it got so much exposure, and this is something that I really don't give a damn about. Ratings. Ratings translate on TV and in the news media like radio. The ratings translate into advertising dollars. I don't have any advertisers. And that's okay. I don't do it for that. We don't do it for that. But when you get those high ratings, you can charge more money. And what pulls people in? It just disgusts me. I think when any life is taken, when any human being dies, and this was a big thing I had was with our Stace. We knew who killed Stacia Lee. He admitted it, and he's serving time behind bars. So I even told her. I think I made a mention in our little thing. I said, "Look, there's no mystery to this." And there is no mystery to it. But Stace brought up a very valid point. She said, I'm not trying to do this to solve a mystery. We know the prick that killed her. He's getting passed around like a pack of Marlboro Reds right now in jail. At least I hope. Mm-hmm. She said, but I want to do it to keep her memory alive. It's kind of hard to argue with that.
I have dreams of her all the time.
I know you do. I've heard about some of them. I don't think you've told me everything, but you don't have to. But apparently you've told Lloyd quite a bit because he came to me with genuine concerns. Yeah. Rita, honey, I wouldn't worry about it. There's people. How's a good way to say this? There's people that I don't even know who that is, but there's people who just, I don't know if it's jealousy or what, but here's the thing. The people that like what we do, the people that follow what we do, the people that believe in what we do. Like I said, I don't like the word fans because fans come and go. I like believers. And I don't think Gatherings has fans. I think they have people that believe in what we do. And when you believe in something and you have that conviction, it's okay. And, there's 3 different types of mindsets in this world. And I learned this years ago from somebody far wiser than I'll probably ever be. He said, you've got small minds, you've got mediocre minds, and you've got great minds. He says, small minds talk about other people. Mediocre minds, well, they talk about events. Great minds, they talk about ideas. Now, do I put myself? I don't put myself in any category. Let other people do that for me. But I can tell you, Stace, you and I rarely talk about anybody else. We talk about what we want to do next or what we hope to get out of what we're doing next, what we hope to accomplish with it. Right. A big deal for us is to help people because Stace, Lloyd, myself, we've all suffered loss, a lot of loss. Too much to be quite honest with you. And if we can help somebody work through that, because things will never be the same. When you lose somebody that you love, they're never going to be the same. But what they will, you can learn how to work with it. Madonna has a very good point. I'd rather have a smaller group that are there for each other than a large group that you never get to know. Yeah, I'm all for that. I haven't heard much from Mary Ray tonight. And I hope that, if she is, and she may pop in here just any second, but I really want to get together with her and talk to her, you and I, Stace, about doing something for Clancy.
Yeah.
I really do. I've had this on my mind.
I told her we're all for it.
Yeah. Well, I've had this on my mind for some time. And I know it's the right thing to do, or at least I feel like it's the right thing to do when I can't get it out of my head. And it's not that I try to, but, I'm constantly thinking about, I'd like to know more about this. I'd like to do, maybe do something to help he and his family. I would. And there's not going to be any charge for it. Never. Now, if we have to go to Arkansas or someplace, may ask you to pick up the travel tab on that, but Other than that, no. No. Who knows? Maybe Investigation Discovery will pick us up one day and they'll foot the tab on sending us wherever. So if that's the case, I'll go wherever and go. Unless it's going to find Bigfoot. Because let me tell you something, you don't find Bigfoot. Bigfoot finds you.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't want to run across that thing. I just got no desire for it. I don't want Bigfoot. I don't want to see the Mothman. I don't want to see none of that. Whether or not
aliens.
No, because they like
well,
to.
Sure enough.
Now, if Lloyd wants to go looking for aliens, we can submit him for a probe.
You need a probe. He said yes, a large one.
A probe may be better than a Jeep, Lloyd. What was it you said the other day that Jeep stood for? Just expect something.
No, just empty every pocket.
Oh, yeah. Just empty every pocket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was after he badmouthed Agni and lost 4 different vehicles in the span.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, Lloyd? The span of what, 6 months, a year, something like that?
Yeah, year. About a year.
A year. 4 vehicles, a couple of Durangos, a Jeep, and a
Prius.
A Prius. Which Prius is a great car until you piss off Agni.
Right.
So it's but we actually learned some things about Agni. And Stace, you are absolutely right. Voodoo ritual, it all ties in and makes sense by the end of it. And Stace is the one that tells
what was told to me.
Yeah, Stace actually tells the story of Agni from the time that Mrs. Z purchased her in, of all places, New Orleans, Louisiana, until the time that she called Stace and said, "Girl, you got to do something with this doll."
I'm gonna set this thing on fire.
Yeah. And Stace was like, "You really don't want to do that." No. You remember, Stace has got we'll just say this, over 30 years of experience dealing with paranormal entities, situations, be it hauntings or be it haunted items. Maybe it's a doll. And, a lot of people don't realize he should have left Agni alone. Madonna said,
"That's right,
my dear, you are so accurate." Lloyd, my daddy used to tell me, he said, when you put your bottom lip to your top lip and you keep it there, you shut the hell up. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But Lloyd has, they have dependable vehicles now, and they seem to be running fine. But we live and we learn. Now, from the get-go, because I've known Stace since she was like 8 years old, I've always been, okay, just because I don't understand it doesn't make it any, And so I go by her cue. She says, "Do I not ask before I pick up Agni? Or before I pick up Sissy back there, whom I absolutely love that doll. She's beautiful. For that matter, I love Reagan. I think Reagan's gorgeous, even if her eyes do kind of turn to snake eyes. I still think, yeah, they look like slits. And then the next time you pick her up and look at her, they're perfectly fine. They look like a doll's eyes. And she's beautiful. Her hair, her face, everything. She's just beautiful. I handled her for the first time at the Jackson. What was it? The tour in Jackson. And I had Stace's permission. Stace said, "Yeah, you're fine. The doll's been blessed. It's okay. You can," because I went out there to help Lloyd get some stuff out of the car and came in with her. And I mean, I'm serious. When I walked in that room with her, everybody in that room just kind of stopped. They stopped. They froze. And I was like, well, okay. And I mean, did I feel anything? Nothing bad. I felt like I felt some kind of a presence there, but nothing that was going to spin its head, spit pea soup, and tell me to get out. Nothing like that.
Those are upstairs.
Yeah, they're in the attic where they belong.
So, running around at night.
Yeah, I really don't want to. I really don't want to go with that. So, anyways, I think that it's about time now that we, because we still got a little bit of time left.
Yeah.
Your spirit box session, and thank you guys for listening to me ramble about all this that's coming up. But I think that, like I said, both episodes are about give or take 30 minutes apiece. So we'll still have time to do an SBS because if you want to reach out to somebody, like I've said before, and I learned this from Stace, best thing to do is think about them. Have the positive thoughts, not the thoughts of them, if they were sick when they passed or something like that. Yeah, try to keep those thoughts. Think about the fun times, the funny times, the jokes that were told.
Right.
Mitchell
Start doing that now.
Mitchell said, "At least you still got your hair." I actually told the girl that cuts my hair is at Sherry and Amber Styling Station. It's right across from Hardy's in Prestonsburg, and it's Amber that does it. And she's just a fantastic lady, great mom, great wife. She's just a good person. And I said, I'm surprised. She said, "What?" I said, "Well, look at this, because it has a tendency to grow pretty quick." And she said, "Well, that's not a bad thing." She said, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 54. She said, "So you're 54. You've got all your hair, all your teeth. Are you volunteering, Lisa?" She said, "You need a moderator for this page. That's not a bad idea." And she said, "You got all your hair and all your teeth." And she said, "You actually work. She said, "Do you drink?" And I said, "Not anymore." So I haven't in some time. She said, "Drugs?" I said, "Never messed with them. Never had the desire." She said, "Well, those are all dating points in Kentucky or in Eastern Kentucky." And I said, "Yeah, maybe." So anyways, but for whatever reason, when Mitchell said that, it just made me think of that. And I was like, you probably got a point there. Yeah. Angie, it's good to see you. And Lisa, I'll take you up on that offer. I think the more that this thing grows, the more it could use a moderator in the chat room on the page.
But they have somebody. I see. I can't. Where I'm not on the computer, I can't see the chat tonight. I had to go on my phone. But was there something going on in there?
Yeah, from that Melissa, whatever. I think Charles has pretty much wrangled it. But thank you, Charlie. But
what they said?
Well, the first comment was that we wasn't going to stop until Summer killed herself.
What?
I know.
Us?
Yeah. And here's the kicker. Summer actually chatted and spoke with you.
Oh, yeah.
And wanted this done.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got all of it on recording.
So, like I said, sometimes you got people that only go off with half information or, their perception of information.
I missed that.
Yeah, that's because because your computer is doing goofy things tonight. So, I mean, but like I said, it's whatever. I didn't do this for her. I did it for Stacia. And I did it,
Yeah, this is for Stacia. This is not for anybody else. And her trying to make a fuss over this, it just makes her look bad.
Well, yeah, she can. Who was it? Maybe it was Madonna, or maybe it was Candace that said, I really want to see Bigfoot. No joke. Candace, I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I don't. I do believe that, yeah, it's a distinct possibility he's out there lurking, and maybe probably.
I love those Bigfoot shows.
More than one, yeah. But you don't watch.
Yeah. Get the hell off our page. Get the hell off our show.
Yeah, because
we're a family here.
Yeah, I really don't. We're here for people that I was going to say we're here for people that I don't think people really need per se what we do.
Yeah.
But I think some people enjoy the content. Some people enjoy the topics that we talk about. And some people really enjoy the fact that this show has something that some people just don't have, and that's called a heart. And
sounds like God give any sense, right? I don't know what's going on, but hey, I can always post everything publicly where, she'd asked about, continually kept asking me if we were going to do the show for Stacia, and I said, yeah, we'll try our best to get it done. Yeah, we'll try.
Summer tell her something because Summer has sent me messages saying, yes, I want this done.
Hey, when do you want to be able to do it?
The one that did the voiceover that told her story.
Right.
As painful as that was to Summer, she did it to keep her daughter's memory alive.
No, we know we've never begged her or asked her repeatedly
Oh,
to ever do anything.
Taylor Honey already booted her right out, or at least off of this particular platform. And if I can, well, like I said, I'll get Lisa Green. I'll turn Lisa loose on her.
That's all right. I've got everything. I can post everything publicly from the start to finish.
Well, I don't
shoot that bullshit down
because Summer has already said that she wanted it done. Summer
is very, very proud of this project.
And Summer,
I don't give a shit about anybody else.
No,
on this, no.
And Summer was also the
Just
one
my
that
girl.
did the voiceover that you will see in the film
Right.
when she's telling Stacia's story. Wasn't me, because I wanted Summer to do it, because Summer knew Stacia before. I never met Stacia. I just knew of her, and I knew of the tragedy. But Summer knew this. She knew this inside and out. Who better to tell the story than her? Just like if I was doing something for, let's say, Clancy. I think, or is that Clancy? Is that it? Clancy. I'd probably ask Mary Ray to either do the voiceover or write it, and you or I could do it for her, but it would have to be in her words.
His son's on. His son's we've been talking to his son too. So
yeah. And as far as April goes, Sharon is going to tell her daughter's story. It is
absolutely,
because nobody knew April like Sharon. Nobody. Right. That was her daughter. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Boy, not me. I'm getting ready to fire it up.
I know you are. I know how you think, and I know how you.
I know it's coming.
Bring
it on.
Angie said, and thanks, Angie. She said, some of us need this and enjoy our family here.
Right.
That we, that she said, you all have helped me tremendously. And I appreciate it.
We love you, girl.
I've lost parents. I've lost very dear friends. But I cannot fathom what it's like to lose a child. I know Angie can. Angie can. And I handle that with just a complete reverence. Is it a thing? Is it a thing that I feel sorry for her? It's a thing that I sympathize, or maybe sympathize is the wrong word. Empathize. And I'm sorry that she's going through that. I mean, if I had my way, she'd still have her son here. But I am certainly not God. I don't see the big picture like he does. I don't know what's going on. But I do what his plans are. But I do know that as long as I'm here, if there's something that we can do to comfort her or help her think and realize that this life does go on, it's just not maybe in a physical form, but he is still with her, then yes.
And he is.
Yeah. That's a really good question.
Well said.
Who wouldn't want people to help get their loved ones out? The story of their loved ones out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You must be crazy to try to.
I mean, look,
bully people who are just doing it.
I could have told you all a hell of a love story about my mom and dad, but I mean, it's kind of natural that's the progression of things. That's how things happen.
Right.
I am not the only one to have lost parents. I'm sure that there's plenty of other people watching the show right now who have. And if not, I hate to say this because I don't mean to sound cold, but it's going to happen. We don't want to think about it, but it's going to happen. It's really hard when it hits you and you didn't see it coming. And I can say that with like Chelsea. Nobody saw this coming with Robin. But if it was anybody's fault, I think it was the damn road department. It wasn't Robbie's fault. It wasn't, they said that the investigation is still continuing. And it does. It takes a while to get this. I have huge faith in Kentucky State Police. I do. I've seen what they do. And I know it takes time. And that's the part that really sucks, is having to wait.
Yeah.
But let's take a look, and I do believe this. If you had, JP and I talked about this, if you had Frankfort kick in, Louisville Metro Lexington Metro, all kicking in to try to help. Yeah, it would help KSP, the crime lab, but they'd still be backlogged, just not quite as bad. And guess what? These scientists, these DNA people, these people that work in these crime labs, they all have to be paid. And I think that what they're trying to do right now is get up enough funding to hire more people to, even then, there's still going to be a backlog, but it's not going to be as bad. So don't apologize, Summer. You've done nothing to apologize for. She said, I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, sweetheart. Listen,
You've
I'll
done
take up
nothing.
for you too, baby girl. You have been right there.
And Summer, you're the one that did the voiceover for the thing in the film that's coming. And let me tell you, I think you did a remarkable job because I heard you at times, your voice crack, and you were
I told
breaking
you
up.
from
I
the
get it.
start.
I
I'll
get it. But you know what? She
never let
held
you
it
be by
together.
yourself.
She held it together, and
She did.
She did great.
I love her.
Yeah, but
from the start, girl. From the start, we've talked about this. I just want to. I want to keep her in real life.
I was against a lot of it because I know what this does to her, to Stace. This Stace. I know what it does to her. And Lloyd says point blank when he's talking to me, and you'll see this, that sometimes it takes him a week to get. And I keep doing this because, there's two Stacias we're talking about. There's Stacia Lee, which was Summer's daughter, and then there's our Stacia. I call her my little moonbeam. But my little moonbeam, sometimes it takes her a week to recover when she does something like that, or sometimes longer. It just depends on the intensity. I know it took you a while to recover from, our little expedition up on the mountain. And like I said, I won't even call it a goat path because no self-respecting goat would be found there. Yeah. So, yeah, and let me tell you, the last thing you want to do is piss off Kayla Tanksley. They call her Sad Savage for a reason. I love her.
I do too.
But my Lord, that girl could tear hell off hinges. But she's a dandy. She's awesome. And and that's what I love about everybody and that watches this show. Everybody has such a uniquely different personality, but we all have things in common. We've all lost people. We all love intensely. And, we can all get along with just anybody. Oh, Crystal said she loves you, Stacia. Crystal's a dandy. She's been coming up, helping us put all this stuff together and helping us get this done and trying to get my corrupt computer. My corrupt is like the government in Floyd County. It's corrupted. It's got corrupt files, but she is trying to restore that thing. And oh, by the way, if anybody knows of anybody out there that can do the computer hardware is fine. It's Windows 11. And I'm promising you guys, I've not been on questionable websites. Now, Lloyd said that he was going to go to You're Never Lonely at farmersonly.com or something like that. But if anybody knows of anybody around here that does websites or something or not websites, but computer repairs, I don't know. Crystal has got a new copy of Windows 11 on it, but it didn't have the drivers. So now we're having trouble getting the drivers on it. So anyways, bottom line, I may need some help getting that because that computer was, as you know, not cheap. These laptops aren't. It is an HP. I can tell you that. It's Windows 11 Pro, 64-bit. But if anybody knows anybody that works on computers and it needs the drivers installed, Chris said. But if anybody knows anybody that works on computers and software issues and stuff like that, please message me. Because, there used to be all kinds of people around here that did that. And now, I don't know of anybody that does. And I don't care to drive to Pikeville or Paintsville. And Lloyd, thank you so much. I love you, my brother, for getting that Canon camera working. That's a nice camera.
Yep.
It was a Christmas gift from something a while back. I don't know what I did with the charger, bro, unless I put it in the tote. Remember that clipboard you got me, like the movie clipboard thing? And
Yep.
I didn't need the megaphone. My mouth's big enough, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to get right up in Lloyd's face saying, "Get ready for take 2." Just so I can watch him take away from me, beat me over the head with it. God. But it may be in there. That's the one place I didn't look. But Lloyd got the thing working again. It just needed, I guess, a charger. But how hard was it to find a charger for that thing that works, that fit?
It was my mistake.
Oh, was it really? Okay, I just thought, because I've never seen a charging port that small. I've not. But
we got the right one, though. So we're
yes.
good.
Yeah, I saw you turn it on tonight. So thank you very much for that. And I'll get you tomorrow.
Chicky bow wow.
I told you, you're never lonely at farmersonly.com. So, shop in Lexington, Richmond area, Cecil said. My son does, Chris. Shop in the Lexington, Richmond area. I wonder what he would charge to. I'm just thinking about a whole new copy of Windows 11 with the drivers and everything on it. Because I don't care to, Crystal did a great job and she did everything she could with it so far. But she said, you may lose your personal file. And I really didn't have any personal files on it. That computer linked to this computer. And if I did a recording on that computer, let's say for a podcast, it would automatically save it to this desktop too. So all I'd have to do, and this would go for video too, all I'd have to do is just drag it over into the video editor and do whatever. It just made life a little bit simpler. But that's really why I like it. Yeah. Kayla said, tech, with a big exclamation mark. I'm very savvy with the tech. Do I need to come to Indiana, Kayla? So don't put it past me. I've got a car and it goes places. Crystal said, yeah, she got my computer out of the loading loop and Windows and reinstalled it. Just need the drivers installed. Yeah, it would not even load Windows. It would just say your computer is, whereas Lloyd would go, yeah, like that. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was doing. And here's the thing: is it's not an old computer. I got it in, well, it may be old by standards today. I got it in 2023. Oh, you're in South Carolina. It's your mom that's in Indiana, right? Okay. Well, South Carolina, yeah. I mean, I'll come to South Carolina if need be, if I can get the thing fixed. I can work the programs, but it ain't got no programs to work. It ain't even got a driver. She said she can't get it to recognize the drivers on the USB port that the drivers are located on. So maybe Crystal, you and Kayla could kind of exchange messages and chat, and maybe she could give you some ideas. Maybe, I don't know. Kayla, you rock. And I've not seen the video yet of Addie responding, but you can rest assured I will. I hope it made her happy, and I hope she had a wonderful birthday. Is Stace okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yep.
No? All right. So anyways, Stace, do you feel like doing a SBS?
Oh, I feel like doing a lot.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, it just needs a restall of new drivers, Kayla said. Upgraded. Yeah, quite possible. And here's the thing, we don't know exactly what made it go. I don't, because seriously, the only websites I did get on Facebook with it. Hey, Mary, I did get on Facebook with it. The rest of the stuff was the same stuff I use on my studio computer. Things like, well, I'm looking up here right now, like iCloud, Restream, Microsoft Edge, or not Edge, but Clipchamp, the video editing stuff. I did that stuff. That was it. Mary, thank you very much for supporting us too. And I do remind people that, what model computer? Kayla, it is an HP. I don't know the specifics of that. I can probably find that and text it to you if you want a model number, but I can tell you it is an HP Windows 11 64-bit Pro. I know that much. Yeah, it could be a ProBook. HP ProBook's what Crystal said. Okay. It's an HP ProBook. Yeah. Stacia is always wearing. Yeah, I can see your cheeks are flush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that, honey. Look, don't let it bother you. I told you. This is going to happen.
I know. I just can't believe people people like that would even make themselves look so stupid and to get on there and say something against an innocent child. I mean, I feel like that girl thinks
I
she
really don't
owns
think she was
her.
aiming it at the child. I think that she was aiming it at me and maybe you and I. Look, people are
Yeah,
going to
for us, for
be
trying to help.
well, yeah, but they see it in a different way, and I see bullshit for what it is.
Right.
So
And thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie Bowling.
Charlie, I will buy you a sandwich
I got your back,
and a
Charlie.
great big handshake, and Stacia give you a hug. You don't want me giving you a hug.
He's my family.
Yeah,
I love all you guys. And when I do
yeah,
that,
fierce. Yeah, they are. But anyways, it's not even worth talking about to me.
yeah,
What is it?
I'm over it. It really pissed me off after I read it and reread it, and somebody took a screenshot and sent it to me and stuff, and I just thought, how crazy. And Charlie hit it right on the nose. How crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, it is what it is.
Don't down people for trying to help anybody. Just don't. Cuckoo bird.
It's one of those things. I'm used to that because I spent 30 years in radio, and people. I actually had a teacher one time in high school say, "You'll be on welfare before you're 20." And by the time I was 21, I was making twice as much money a year as she was.
How
And I
awful.
was on the air. Well, no, I guess I was about 25, 26. Yeah, whatever it was. But I was in radio for almost 30 years, and people were so and so's talking about you, and I'd just say, well, at least they're not talking about somebody else.
Yeah, really.
I said, because let me tell you something. She don't mean a damn thing to me. I'm not trying to impress her. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm trying to impress God. I'm trying to help the people that I can help. So companies cut servers after a few years with older companies, and it just needs manually done, Kayla said. Kayla really is pretty tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
She rocks.
She sure does.
She's my OG, my homie. So it's the codes need rewrote into computer for upgrade service. Honey, you are so far above me right now. I don't. Oh, that was for you, Chris. Okay, Kayla was like, okay, Chris ain't gonna get this shit because he like takes him 2 hours about 60 minutes. So we just gonna tell Crystal this. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyways,
I
we
love you
got
girls. Mary, you're the best.
Mary,
Madonna,
Mary,
Candace,
I love them both.
Kayla, Wanda, I love you all.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it's, I had the opportunity. I mean, I guess this was right around Thanksgiving, maybe before Christmas. Kayla could tell you for sure, but I got to talk to her, she and her mom. And it was just awesome. They're just great people.
Yep.
And I mean, I get to talk to Chelsea on a regular basis.
Is Kelly in here tonight?
I think so.
Kayla?
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly.
I think Kelly's here. I love Kelly. She's awesome.
Me too.
But I got to talk to her and Kayla both at the same time, and it was so fun. It was awesome. And I heard Addie in the background, and I just fell in love with her. She's just such a cute little girl. She's so cool. She's awesome.
She is.
Can't
wait to meet her.
Well, Mary, baby, some of that's called jealousy. It is. And I'm not jealous of anybody. I'm one of the few people that many people will meet in their lives that I want to see them do better.
Right.
If you've got a goal, I'd love to see you reach it. Because I learned this also a long time ago. If you want to be lifted up by other people, then you first lift them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm one of those people because I know that everything in this life is temporary. It's going to go to the wayside. Yeah, Chelsea getting pissed off now. She said, I love you, beautiful. Better not mess with my Stacia. I promise you. Shannon Rowland.
Love you too, baby.
True, Mary. Kayla says she cannot wait to meet you. One of the things that, and whether or not you do Patreon, look, one of the tiers on Patreon is going to be that you'll be able to come backstage, have dinner with us, or meet us out for dinner on me, be it Mexican or be it pizza or whatever. I don't care really, because it ain't about the food for me. It's about meeting the people. But one of the things is that you will be able to come and meet us. And the admission to the doll, the haunted thing, you're not going to have admission if you're Patreon, on the $10 tier.
No, we'll sit here and have dinner if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we may do it at Stacia. Sometimes we'll meet out, but you'll know all the details before it happens. So you'll have time to actually say, well, where's it going to be? When's it going to be? And it's not like day after tomorrow thing. No, you'll have a couple of weeks notice, to me, because we want to meet you guys. We do. And, even Patreon or not, at the doll show, when we do the haunted tours, that's Stacia's thing. I speak a little. Actually, at the last one, I spoke quite a lot, too much, I think. But we'll go around and talk to people. We will. We want you to watch the show. We want you to be involved with it. We want you to come to the tours so you can meet
some cool stuff. Interesting stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely interesting. Especially when one of them dolls' heads go and looks at you. Or when Agnes' eyes follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've seen her do that to me.
Oh, she's happy now. She's got her voodoo doll.
Well, she was involved in rituals.
Speaking
and we
of
tell
voodoo
you
dolls.
and we tell you exactly. Yeah.
Oh God.
Lloyd.
Shh.
Yeah. I'm giving you the Do I need to anoint you? I'm not somebody that can anoint, but I know people that can.
I have been anointed.
Yeah, I know you have. You've been ordained.
Testicles. I've been that too.
Yeah, spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Yeah.
What?
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've heard it all.
Lloyd, got her. Boom. That's the first time I think we've ever got Stace. So it's I don't think Kayla would mind you Crystal, maybe you can add her on Facebook. And between Kayla and Crystal, maybe I'll get my laptop fixed. That'd be nice. Without having to pay somebody. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I have to pay somebody to fix it, I've got no problem with that. I think people should be paid for their work. But I mean, some of these guys, it'd be cheaper for me to buy a new laptop. And that thing was like $1,200 or $1,000, something like the 900 or something. Well, you remember when I bought it, Stace. It was crazy.
It's crazy. Hate to hear that, Cecil.
Oh, Cecil, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sending my love to you, man. I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, reach out to me. You and I are buddies on Facebook. And I'd be, if I can do something to help you or your family, done. So, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll do what we can, sir. That's my Kayla, my Kayla bug. You couldn't ask for a better group of people than what we've got right.
No.
Yeah, just couldn't ask for them. Kayla, I've at least got to buy you and Addie and Kelly some pizza or something. I mean, it's at least. I'm sure Addie likes pizza. Okay, so Cecil is asking if everyone could say a little prayer for Helen and Lori and himself and all the family, most importantly, his sister and nephew. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Cecil. Absolutely.
I love Helen.
Oh, Helen is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. It breaks my heart to hear that he's going through the God. Yesterday was the 7th anniversary of Mom's death yesterday. No, I wasn't on Facebook with it, but I didn't need to be. It's, I dealt with it, and I'm still dealing with it. There's not a day goes by I don't deal with it. And in 33 days from now, or actually 32, that'll be the anniversary of Dad's death. And I can't even get through fucking October now. Pardon my language. I can't even get through freaking October now.
No, let's don't get started on that one now. Lord.
Because you and I both cried our eyes out over that one. That was Robin.
Listen, after she left us, I don't know. I'm not good at controlling my emotions anymore. Hugs, Maddie.
Hugs, Maddie. Thank you, baby. I don't know that Chelsea likes it when I say this, but
It sure was, wasn't it, Angie?
she was my future. Never think you've got tomorrow.
Well, that's the truth.
Never. Be so grateful for what you've got today. Tell them you love them. Hold them a little closer, a little tighter. Because I thought with Robin I'd have the time, and just like that. I'll never forget that morning, the 8th. And Patty texted me and told me that. I was like, no, not my. You do anything for one more hug? One more I love you? One more kiss?
Well said, Kayla.
Or how she managed to straighten me out without straightening me out, if that makes any sense. Because I told her once, I said, you're crazier than hell. I said, yeah, I don't know what you see in me. And she just put her hand right here. And she said that.
That's right.
That heart.
And she meant that.
I know she did. Yeah. So anyway, you're right, Madonna. I need a break from thinking like that. Well, so much for getting to the spirit box tonight, because it's already 10:15.
Well, let's do about 10 minutes. Y'all want to?
Do what, baby?
You want to do it for about 10 minutes?
Yeah, we can. Or we can take 10 minutes and make fun of Lloyd.
Which one should we do, folks?
I really don't want to pick on Lloyd too much anymore. He got my camera working, and he did such a damn good job on that video. You all saw the trailer where he turns around in the woods, and there's Agni. I thought I was going to have to pay him to do that.
Kayla.
She said, I think.
God, I love her. She's trying to help us all.
She's awesome.
God.
I saw a picture of her right around Halloween. I guess Kayla's into the AI stuff. And
yeah.
But anyways, I was looking at this picture, and I thought, God, she's gorgeous. And she is so pretty. She's leaning up against Michael Myers. And I said, chick, of all the dudes you could be hanging with. But she just got her arms around Michael Myers, and I'm like, oh my God, Kayla, you're going to give me a heart attack, baby. I said, that some bitch has killed more people than the Vietnam War did. I said, that bastard's crazy. So,
hello to Madonna's sister and niece, by the way.
Oh,
I love her.
Kelly Robinson.
You're my family.
Yeah, first time here, Kelly Robinson.
Welcome, Kelly.
Kelly. Hi, I'm Chris. That's Stace. And right beside of Stace is Trouble. That's what
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu right behind her. That's Sissy up there. And there's Trouble.
There's Sissy right there.
Yep.
Hi, Sissy.
Oh, wow. Stace, really, you're completely off key.
Me too, Kayla. Me too.
We don't focus really on being uptight and professional. We're just who we are. And we do talk about a lot.
Charles, I swear.
I love him.
I do too.
He's cool as hell.
Hi, Amanda. Good to meet you.
We do talk about a lot of things that hit close to home. And people do it in the chat. And then, of course, the big thing, I really think that got so many people in to begin with, was Stacia doing an SBS, which is a spirit box session. And, it's one of those things that you can do in or by watching Stace do it, you know it's done safely because she knows how to close things out without something staying behind. Kayla says, whispering to Stacia, "I will help you terrorize everyone." And we do have some very unique personalities in here. I mean, people that are just completely freaking awesome. What did Maddie say? Stace Maddie said after she gets out of school for the summer, she's ready. Let's investigate. She wants to hear Lloyd say nope in person.
You all gonna come up here and
Yeah,
investigate in the doll room.
Lloyd, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he does this, he's not kidding. He
You got
really,
your rods out?
yeah.
Get those rods out. Anybody want to see a little bit of rod action too?
Rod, baby,
Okay, that's
rod.
not very pornographic. Watch
You
her
knew
do
what
that.
you know what I was gonna say.
Crystal said we're all crazy. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
unique.
Lord, it ain't no wonder.
Well, Crystal is, let's say, over 25 and still loves Lilo and Stitch, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think Stitch is
Right.
cool. Stitch
Right.
is awesome. He's cool. I have nothing. I just think it's cute. I'm like, well, okay. So it's, but yeah, it's okay to be a little crazy because let me tell you something. If you're not, then you've not been living this life in this world.
All right. Anybody wants to do some calling outs?
Yes.
Let's go. We got the rods on. We got the spirit boxes getting ready to get turned on as soon as I can set this phone down. Get over here and start going. Let's see. Will that catch you?
Lloyd is actually really good with those dowsing rods. He really is.
Nope. Let me hold it.
Oh, I think
Let's pick
Stitch
that
is
one.
awesome. Stitch is so cool. And Santana here also. Hi, Santana.
Hey, Santana.
I love that name. It's just
Oh, I do too. I love Addison too.
call out for Clancy.
Yeah, that's
Mary
better.
Ray asked.
Hey, Clancy, we'd love for you to come and join us if you can.
And Angie said, you know who she wants to hear from.
And you know what I'm going to ask you, like I do everyone, cross the rods for yes.
Wow.
And uncross them.
Call out to Jeff, please. That's from Kelly.
And Jeff, you know that we were speaking to you last week. Whenever you were saying, I'm not selfish. If you could come back through for me, I'm going to turn the spirit box on here just in a minute.
Amanda said, call out for her dad, Jeff.
Okay. Can you all see the rods that way?
Yeah.
If there's anybody in here with us, can you cross the rods for me?
Yeah, they're very distinct. Wanda Hale asked if you could call out to her mom, Jean.
Yes.
Here.
Watch that. Okay, we can't see them now.
They're here.
Hang on.
There you go. Yeah, I can now.
How about now?
Oh, yeah, very clearly.
Okay. Kayla. It said Kayla just as plain as day just now.
Carrie Blevins asked for a call out for Jamie.
Jean, if you could come through for Wanda. Charlie. I'm Rick James, bitch. I got one for her. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Jamie, if you could come through for Carrie.
For some reason, Charlie, I just saw Dave Chappelle doing that skit.
I did too, with those that hair slinging the grease in it and all that. That's so cute.
I love Dave Chappelle.
I do too. That was Eddie Murphy's brothers, Charlie Murphy stories.
Oh,
Charlie Murphy.
Jeff, Kelly, Amanda, and Santana are on here. Yeah, Madonna said, yeah.
Jeff, can you cross the rods if you could come in here and speak with us again? This is for Jeff.
Kelly, Amanda, and Santana are here.
You hear Chris.
Candace asked for a call out for Aunt Judy, please.
Aunt Judy, you know you're always
welcome. Watch them. Yeah, there they go.
Thank you. Can you cross them again? Yes.
Those things are. That's.
Cameron, can you come through for Charlie? Yeah. Jason, can you come through for Angela? Stacia, you know you're welcome to come through, and I love you, baby.
I'd love to hear her voice.
Oh, we would love to hear from you, honey. Always. Love you. Did you hear that plain as day? Still love you.
Yep.
I needed that. Aunt Judy, can you come through? Jeff, is there anything that you could come through on the spirit box and say that your family can hear? They're in here with us. Cross those rods for me. Tell them what? I'm not selfish. There it goes again. Jason, can you come through for Angela again? Your mama?
She said that sounded like him. That said mom.
Jamie, can you come through for Carrie? Jeff, is there anything I can tell Kelly or Amanda? How about Santana? Is there anything you would like to say? Next time I'm going to put my headphones on where I can hear this. What about Jean? Can you come through for Wanda?
I know a few people usually do listen on headphones. I think Maddie's one of them. Maddie does.
Jeff, if you're with us, can you cross those rods? Here. I gave up. Is there anything else you all want me to ask Jeff?
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me read what just happened here. Kayla just wrote, my sister's son just sat up in his sleep and looked at her, and he said, now, mind you, he's been asleep for 2 hours. He said, Mommy, they're on the other side, and we're on this side, and giggled. Wow. That's mind-blowing.
Is there anything that you need Kelly to do?
I would
Forgive.
imagine. Yeah.
That's it. Look. Yeah, I seen it.
Wow.
Jeff, were you afraid? No. No. It's done.
Well, from what research I've done and had from people who have had near-death experiences, the less afraid and the more comfortable you are with making that transition, passing away, if you will, the easier it is. It just
Mhm.
it happens. You're not fighting it. You're not. It just
Right.
happens. And that experience is actually not a bad one from what from what they've taught.
Yeah. Jeff, did you plan this? Yes. Is there anybody else that wants to come through on the spirit box for your family that are with us in chat?
Kayla asked for you to reach out to Cody for her and tell him, and I quote, "Me and Abby are here and love him dearly."
Cody, can you come through for Kayla?
And Abby.
If you could come through for her and Abby, they'd love to hear from you tonight. They love you.
And
What?
man, did I hear that right?
That's Jeff. Will he continue? Jeff, will you continue being beside your grandkids and help give peace and comfort to the kids, especially Jackson?
Those things are worth so much peace and comfort.
Can you cross the rods for yes, Jeff? I see him.
Come on, watch them.
Is there anything else that you want to come through and say, Jeff?
Kayla asked what you heard, Stace.
Which one?
I'm assuming maybe from
Hang
Cody.
on.
Okay.
From Cody. Cody, can you come back through for me? I thought it's to tell her I'm here. Tell her I'm here. But I don't know. I don't know what his voice sounds like or anything. And not necessarily does it always have to be, that voice. But buddy, when you do hear it, it does mean something. I'll tell you. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Take them out. All right. Let's see. Fern, if you can come through for Angela. She thinks about you all the time and wish that she could have met you.
Nothing at all wrong with hearing it, but just so you know, they can hear you. They can hear your thoughts.
She said something about as my mom.
Kayla said that's what I thought it said, but it was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you.
That's what
It's a whisper.
sounded like it.
Does anybody else want to come through before we close the spirit box out? Oh, me too.
I'm 58 and still love the Smurfs.
Me
I think
too,
Smurfs
Patricia.
are cool.
I'll have to show you some of my 70s and 80s toys. We'll have to do an episode and I'll show you some of my toys.
I mean, I feel like Fraggle Rock. So it's
Yeah, I heard that.
Madonna said last week Jeff was very active, but it was so fresh and we were all together. Does Jeff know how much he was loved? And we still
Jeff,
love
do you
him.
know how much you were loved?
I have no doubt that he does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Didn't they have like a Smurfs movie a while back?
Yeah, like a newer one.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Jason, can you come through? Are you out there? We're here.
I always thought Fraggle Rock was cool.
I love Fraggle Rock. And the garbage people out behind the.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was Trevor's ringtone. Trevor Huff's ringtone on his phone. Fraggle. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Missy West asked if her mother, Gay, and Roger have tried to come through. So
Can
Gay
Guy
and
or Roger come through for Missy?
yeah.
I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. If anybody else wants to come through before we shut it down. And Judy, we miss you all the time. And Candace hopes to hear from you. And she'll see you in her dreams. Can you come and visit her tonight? Her dreams for me? I miss you. That was a male voice in a whisper. Charlie. Oh, God. Mm. Were there any crazy people to chat tonight? Please cross for yes.
Great.
Look at there. Yep. There we go. There we go, Charlie. You're right. Amanda says, can you let Jeff know that his grandkids miss him so much? He wasn't just a papa, he was their dad. I will still need him to help me with these babies. Jeff, can you be there for Amanda?
Not heard that in way too long.
I am. And the kids. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through on the box for us tonight. We love and miss you all very much. Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree with Wanda. Lloyd, you got those rods going? That sounds like a child. Be with them, something. Jeff, you are loved very much. You know that you're always welcome to come through here with us every Thursday. You know it. Always. Good night. He said, somebody, did you all hear that?
Yes, I did.
Thank you all. Turn it off down a little bit.
That was it.
Thank you, everybody, for being with me tonight and going through our little struggles with this. And we love you guys.
This, I have to agree with what Kayla said. She said, this is not the end for any of us.
Right.
And when we do get there, I hope to sit with you all. Yeah. I do. That'll happen. I do believe that. I don't think that this is the end for any of us.
I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah. Maddie said that she heard a woman say, "Don't have any information." Not sure. It's Stace is much closer to it than I am, but even at that, she's much more. She's a lot better at discerning what comes through. That's why we always said, if somebody that you recognize, maybe, and sometimes it may not necessarily be a voice you recognize, but it may be a phrase or something.
Somebody can have someone coming through for them.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's me all the time. So true, Madonna.
Yeah. That's a fact.
You're very welcome, Kelly. You guys are family. You come back.
Yeah.
We'll be there
every
for you.
Thursday at 9:00. And next Thursday, like we said, we'll have episode 2 of the Darkest Stories. And that was all her idea, Stace's. But I do. I think that it's a great idea. And I love doing them, and I love helping to tell the stories about them. But with that being said, my dear, I guess since it is now 10:38, we will go. And remember, snow coming in this weekend. If you can get
everybody, be careful.
You need to get through it. And I'm hoping that by Monday or Tuesday, things will be better. Yeah, I'm not sure what Facebook page she's going to. I don't think it's either one of mine, which I wouldn't expect it to be on there anyways. But I'm assuming it's probably on one of the other ones that are coming through. So, and I have no control over those. And I'm not going to keep off of those pages as long as the people that administer those pages are okay with it. And as far as I know, they are with us being there, because they realize that what we're doing is for the families, and just as much for the people who have been taken away from us or who have passed on. Here's the thing. I'm not going to necessarily say that I don't think that the heart knows. In terms of loss, it knows loss. It doesn't know that they were taken, or maybe it does. I just really don't know what to think about that, because I've not spent a lot of time on it. But I do know this: loss is loss. Whether they were murdered, that seems to sting a whole lot more to me, or that it would, or if it was an accident, or maybe they passed away from some kind of a disease or cancer or something like that. But loss ultimately is loss, and that's what we feel. So if I can do something to help anybody with that, I'm gonna. And I know Stace will, and I know Lloyd will too. That's just who we are. And I know that anybody out here in this chat room practically would do the same thing, whether it's Teresa or whether it's Madonna or Rita or Kayla, or any number of people would. And I have no doubt of that. I don't. So if we can help each other through this, because I think that's what life's about. We're here to learn lessons, and here to perhaps get a little better. And everybody serves a purpose. Yes, even she who must not be named. So everybody serves a purpose, even the troll. So with that being said, I do hope you guys stay warm, and please, for God's sake, stay safe. Don't get out in this stuff coming Saturday if you don't have to.
Stay off the roads.
Or stay off the roads. Let the road crews do whatever it is that they do. And I'm not saying that to be facetious. I really mean, I don't know what they go through, but I know, I think I'm telling you, I'm not just going to buy Charles a sandwich. I think I'm going to buy him a beer too. So,
yeah,
but let the road crews.
That's for sure.
Because at least I'm thinking here in the Prestonsburg, Pikeville, in the Prestonsburg, Paintsville area, probably around between 3 and 6 inches, and Pikeville maybe a little more, because you're kind of getting upwards in elevation.
I pray that power stays on too.
Pikeville, Virginia. Do what, baby?
I pray that everybody's power stays on too.
God, I do too. I really do too. Typically, where I live, I'm on the same grid as the hospital, so the hospital is a priority. So it kind of makes us a priority by default. So, but guys, if there's anything we can do to help, we will. Absolutely. And that includes praying. I don't care to take in people if I have to. I've got a couch down here that'll, do. I'm not going to let anybody go cold or hungry if I can help it. So,
there's always room in here in the doll room too if anybody wants to come over and stay.
Well, Lloyd spends quite a bit of time there in private with Rachel.
No.
Mary said that they're giving up to 19 inches for her area.
Oh gosh, Mary.
My Lord.
And she never stops. So goodness sake, be careful, girl, please.
Yes, please. I don't want to say I don't want to lose anybody else I love. I don't.
Mm-mm.
I've lost enough. So please be safe. Be careful. We are in the all snow 16 plus, according to Stacia. Guess who else got 6?
We need to go get some air tubes tomorrow.
Guess who needs 6 inches, you mean?
Oh.
Y'all have a good night. Love y'all bunches.
I love you guys.
Charles, stay cool, brother. Stay rock on, man. Madonna Squad, God us prayers for everyone. Yes, Mary Ray. Love you, bunches.
606 Squad. Love you, girl.
And you guys have a wonderful night. May God bless you. And let's just pray, every one of us. And don't forget to pray for Cecil and his family too. Please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And my condolences, Cecil. I love you, brother. If we can do anything for you, just let us know. Y'all have a good night.
Holler at us. Love y'all.